Morning, friends. This morning topic of discussion is very relevant and a burning one. Friends, we have been witnessing continuously events of, wife, getting involved with a boyfriend after marriage, and, with the conspiracy with her boyfriend, she is involving in the murder of her own husband. See, the cases of crime by the woman has increased over the several years. We have seen the women, particularly the married women, you see, they have been involved in murder of their husbands, their relatives. Earlier, we often heard of the male dominance, that the women were harassed and tortured by the men in the name of dowry. But the scenario has completely changed and drastically become a concern for every one of us. See, the present education is giving all the necessary academic qualifications to the youth, but it is not taking care of their social, emotional, and moral growth. Their aesthetic growth is completely out of the syllabus. They only learn bookish knowledge, and they get confined to only getting a degree and getting a job. Even after getting job, the IT sector girls are being seen, they're being involved with their you know co-partners working somewhere. Even after marriage, they are having illicit relationship with some of the youth, and with the conspiracy with those youth, they are killing their own husbands. So this has become a concern for every one of us. Now, where is the question? What is the Has anyone really put the question, why has this happened, or why is this happening these days in large number? The parents, the teachers, the whole society is solely responsible for these kinds of incidents. The fact is that the school and college education do not give any emphasis on the ethical growth of the child. The child is being given bookish knowledge. The cognitive domain of the child is well developed. The child is having full of knowledge, internet, using capability, technology use. But the child is far away from the social and cultural growth. It is the duty of the parents, particularly the mother, right, to keep an eye on the activities of their girl children right from the beginning. And even at the primary level, the mother has to watch the activity of the girl child. What kind of talk she is busy in, what kind of behavior she is exhibiting at home, and what kind of talk she is having with her colleagues and friends. And at the school level, it is very important that the parents must talk to their ward girl children, and ask them what is going in their mind besides the academics. Ask them, yeah, the teenage, particularly when they are 13, 14, there are several girls school in getting best education in best schools, public schools. They are also having this polluted mind. On internet, they get connected with the people who are unknown to them, and they are being demotivated and misguided towards some other pursuit of life, which is no more meant for them. So it is the duty of the parent, particularly the mother and the father, to see what is going on in the mind of the girl child when she's at the age of 13, 14, and adolescent age. And mother has to clearly talk to the girl if there is anything going in her mind that is not conducive to her cultural, social, and ethical growth. She should openly talk to the girl child. What happens that there is a generation gap between the parents and the youth. The youth often do not confine their privacy to their mother and father. They talk to their friends, and 50% of their friends are not capable of giving them right suggestion. So they often get involved in wrong kind of pursuits that results later on in various kinds of criminal activities. So we have to protect the youth mind from all these sorts of pollution. The school must conduct regular counseling, regular workshop on these matters, that the girl's mind must be confined to studies, cultural growth, social growth. And so time and again they should organize some sort of competitions in which the cultural growth and the family involvement of the child is there. That kind of, programs can invite the parents to share their ideas and to interact with the teachers and the staff members. It is very important to involve the parents, as they are the stakeholder of the schools and colleges. The parents must be invited time and again to come to the schools and colleges and share their experience, how they are monitoring their children, particularly of the teenage, the adolescent age, and what are the problems they are facing at home. If a girl child is not abiding to the cultural, decorum of the house, if she is not abiding by the advice of her mother and father at the age of 13 or 14, it is surely that she is likely to become a rebellion towards her family, and her married life will not be happy one. So it is very important to start a kind of counseling come guidance, giving the girls particularly the training and giving them the mindset that look, when you are studying, besides your bookish knowledge, it is very important to see what is wrong for you and what is right. If you have a group of friends who belong to different family background, and if some of them often talk about something which is not conducive or which is not as per the norms of their family culture, then give up the company of those children. So it is the task of the parents, the mother and father, particularly the mother of the family, and the school particularly, to organize such talk, inviting the parents, making the girls participant in that program, and expressing themselves if they feel that there is something in their mind which is really to be taken out and to be exposed to the people, that yes, these kinds of thoughts come into my mind, and I feel that this is not going to help me. Then the parents and the counselor, the principal and the teachers must talk to the child and make it clear that look, in colleges also what happens, the children make groups and they generally join the similar kind of mindset, friends, and the similar kind of people who are either a rebellion to their family or they are going to be rebellion. What I mean by rebellion, that they are not abided by the cultural and social norms of the family. We as an Indian, it is very important that we should teach the girls how to behave with anybody and how to be true and honest to oneself. Because what happens, that they keep on hiding the things, and when it becomes toxious at the time when they are at the age of 21 and 22, they do not tell it and reveal it to their parents, and as a result their further life, their career, their married life, their conjugal life becomes very very difficult, and they often resort to suicide, often resort to murder, criminal activities. They're involved in some sort of conspiracy. So we have to save these young budding talents from these pollution of mind. And generally the internet, the connectivity with the internet, the connectivity with the children from other areas, and the connectivity of the children from low cultural society, low cultural growth, and low, social awareness, that is the real cause of this kind of pollution. So there is a need to enhance the social and cultural awareness among the children, that look, we Indian do not have the freedom to go for what we want to do without having the consent of our parents. The society doesn't permit, doesn't approve of any act which is against the ethical, solidarity or ethical integrity of the family. And the ethical integrity says that there must be some norms set to the girls, that they should be within that limit. They should not cross the limit, whether they are in a engineering college, medical college, management college, or anywhere else. Their ethical, sanctity must be preserved, and it is the role of the parents there to keep a watch, interact constantly, and give them right advice. Then only we can save the young. What is the use if a young girl has already become, an IT head, or somewhere she's a manager in a company, and she's not able to handle her married life? She's often having quarrel with her husband. She's often having dispute with her husband. She's not able to have a conjugal relationship. She's always, abusing and using sometimes she's against the, advice of her husband, and resorts to some sort of conspiracy, which results in a very painful conjugal life. So it is very important that the children from the beginning should be taught to follow and abide by the ethical norms of the family, the cultural norms of the family. Culture plays an important role in bringing out the best of your talent. So, besides having bookish knowledge, it is important that you should be culturally strong, socially aware, ethically strong, and mentally strong. That you should not be moved by a wrong suggestion given by somebody, or a wrong advice given by. You should not get involved silently in any activity. You should always talk to your parents. You should always talk to your teachers regarding anything that is unwanted in your mind, or conducive in your mind. Talk freely to the parents and the teacher. Express yourself, and make yourself rid of all these evil thoughts and ideas which cripple your mind later on, becoming toxic for your all-round growth. And that is what I wanted to compile with. Thank you. Have a nice day. This is Eddie Singh on the channel Is English by Eddie Singh.